What's up, guys? Batman Collector back again. This time with a bit of a surprise, to be honest with you. I did not expect to get this. I had no intention of getting this. But, to be honest with you, I just kind of got bored, and there was just nothing else to buy. And I really love Batgirl, as you guys know, especially the Barbara Gordon version. And I had kind of thought about this one, and it was between this one and Catwoman. And I really like that Catwoman, too. But I couldn't get over the pose. I did not like the pose for the new premium format. And so I decided to get this one, even though I do have issues with this one too. But we'll get into that as I open this up. But that's the box. This is the exclusive version. I believe it's out of 500. So where's the box? I think it's 358 out of 500, and then the regular has 1,000. So altogether, you're looking at 1,500 pieces altogether. So we'll pull her out and take a look at it. Alright, so here's a look at everything fresh out of the box. It also has this top portion here. That's where the cape is. The cape, I have it in this nice, it looks really nice. This looks like some very nice material. But that's what that looks like out of the box. The base is actually really cool. Like, this is one of the selling points for me on this was this base. I really like the pose. I like the base. I think it's cool. Here's the body. Looking good so far. And then you got a couple heads in here. This looks like that looks like the exclusive here. Okay, so let's get the base out and we'll get started. Okay, so here's the base out of the box, and there's a lot of cool details in here. I gotta say, like, I really like. What is this? It's like a plastic. It's like a plastic material, but it really does look like dirty shards of glass, like. You know, like it's been rained on and she's just busting through the top of it. It's cool. Down here, probably can't see too well, but there you can see there's little smoke capsules. I really think that's a nice touch. I really like these dynamic bases that tell a story. Instead of just like a boring platform for them to stand on, there's a story going on here. And I really like bases like this. I really like poses like this. So that was one of the big things that made me want to buy this, because as a lot of you guys know, I don't typically buy comic inspired or, you know, Sideshow inspired pieces. Like, I only really buy movie, game. Oh, there's the hole right there where I was wondering where that is. It's right there. But usually I buy stuff from you know, movies and games and stuff like that. But if I see a nice piece, I'm gonna buy it. So alright, let's get the body in there and we'll see how that looks. Okay, so yeah, there's just a little peg in the back of her boot here, and that just inserts right here into this hole. The body's extremely light, like lighter than usual. But that's kind of like my issues with this here, and I think it's the same issues that a lot of people have, is the coloring. Like, to me, when I think of Batgirl and Barbara Gordon Batgirl, I think of like the purple suit with the yellow and everything. And here, for some reason, Sideshow decided to go with the black emblem and the black boots and the black gloves, which I guess I don't have them on there yet. But it seems odd to me. Like, why would you do? I appreciate that the cape is yellow, because on the other premium format, it's actually not. So that's cool. So like, if you recognize that she has yellow in the cape, why would you not put it at the very least on the emblem? So that's an issue I have, but it's really well done, though. I will say they did a nice job on it. Here's the little grapnel gun. Let me see if I can focus a little better. I think I'm just making it worse. But it does look like a little leathery pouch. They did a nice job on it. The detailing is nice. You can see the strapping there. The suit looks pretty good. Yeah, they did a nice job. It's just, my issues with this, again, is the coloring on it. So, alright, let me get some more pieces on there. So here you can see I put in a couple of gauntlets. Again, very lightweight plastic material. This is the regular head sculpt. It's not too bad. This is the one I think a lot of people are going to use. The other issue that a lot of people have with this is the other head sculpt, and we'll get into that when I get to it. But as for now, there we go. Just focus on this one a little bit. It does look nice. They did a nice job. The paint job is actually pretty impressive. The hair flying up is a nice touch. I like how the belt, how these are kind of floating up in the air like she's falling down. you know, they put some effort into this, and it looks good. The weird thing I've just noticed, though, that I wanted to point out is that the cape doesn't have a hole. Like, there's no hole to put through the head, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but I guess I'll figure it out here in a second. So here, I'm just going to show you this real quick. There's a couple notches. You can see there's a notch there, and there's a notch right here. And that's where, I guess that's where the cape, you just insert the cape right there. But I'm not super sure. I guess the head just goes right over that, so we'll see how that goes. But look at the stitching here. I really like this yellow stitching. I think that was a nice touch. So let me get that head in there. So I gotta tell you, like, I'm really struggling with this because the cape doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have a hole in it anywhere. So I'm trying to stick it in these little notches here, which is fine. But when you put the head in, it doesn't fit. It won't work. Because, like, yeah, it might look okay on this side, but on this side over here, look at that. There's a giant gap. It doesn't fit right with the cape. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, or if it's supposed to be like that. Surely, no, there's no way it's supposed to be like that. But I've got to figure out what's up with this, because the cape and the head don't fit on correctly. So I don't know if mine is flawed or if that's just how it's supposed to be. But that's about as good as I think I can get it. But it's really not in there very well. And I don't know if my magnet is just not very strong and it doesn't hold this thing on very well, but I'm afraid to even touch this because I feel like the head is just going to come tumbling right off of there. So that's an issue. Like, there's no hole in the cape for me to just slip the notch through so that it'll sit in there. Like, you just have to sit the head on top of the cape, and it doesn't sit flush at all. And so this head could fall off easily at any time. Yeah, I don't like that. That's an issue. I don't understand why they wouldn't just put a hole through the cape so that you could at least put the head in there, you know, flush. But it doesn't work. There's no way. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. You know, let me know if I'm doing this wrong and I'm just an idiot, which is possible. But it doesn't seem very good at all the way they have the head and the cape set up. It's very strange. Did not expect that. One thing I did notice too is that there's some like glitteriness to her belt. The little capsules and the emblem. There's a little bit of shine and glitter to it, which I think that's cool. You know, I do like the piece. I think that they did a nice job on it, but this head is weird. I don't understand why they did it like this. Maybe I'm gonna try the other head and see how that looks. So this is the other head sculpt option, but you can see I'm having the same issue. Look, see the gap in there? The head will not sit all the way down. But this is the expression, this is the hair. A lot of people don't like this because it's like, why would she be smiling while jumping through a roof? It's kind of a strange exclusive. I got it because basically the whole reason I bought this piece is because of the Robin premium format that they just recently announced. And on that one, he's kind of smirking, like he's having a good time. So the reason I really thought this would be cool is like I could pair them together, and it would look like they're kind of having a good time, you know, fighting crime. So I think this will work for that one. But I don't know if this weird smile would work on its own. But I think it'll look cool with the Robin premium format. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to display this in the meantime. But yeah, this is my biggest issue right now, is this head not wanting to sit in there correctly. You know, not bad. The eyes almost look like they're a little googly, but I think they're okay. Paint job is pretty good. The eyelashes. Did a nice job on the eyelashes. Looks good. Yeah. It's not quite Prime 1 quality, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. I do like the cape. This material they used for the cape. Nice. Yeah, it's a nice piece. And without, except for the head issue, it's gonna look really good in the Besta. It's gonna look really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna keep fidgeting with this head and get it in the Besta, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so I think I've messed with this the best I can, and I really don't think there's anything I can do to make that sit any better in there. It's just a weird, bad design. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe I'm just dumb and I'm just not doing it right. That's a possibility, but it sure isn't obvious how this is supposed to be done. But let me just flip it around. I'm almost afraid to flip this and turn it around for you because I'm afraid that head is just going to fall right out. Look at it. See the gap there? Not good. It's a nice cape though. Very nice material on the cape. The sculpt is pretty good. It's lightweight. It's a cool piece. It is. But yeah, I did not think I was going to have an issue putting the cape in. Pretty good. Yeah, this is weird for me because I do not buy Sideshow premium formats of comic or Sideshow related pieces. My first comic piece ever that I bought was Hush Ivy, so maybe that like changed my mind on the whole issue because typically I'm just not into comic pieces. They're just not my thing. They usually don't resonate with me as far as how the character should look, but if they do, like with the Hush Ivy to me is perfect. This is pretty good too. I'm gonna just, in my head, I think I'm just gonna pretend that this is like a prototype, like a beginner's Batgirl suit. You know, in the animated series in the beginning, she had a suit that wasn't quite how we think of her today, you know. It was closer to this. So I'm just gonna say this is like her beginner's suit. And, you know, to me, that is right there. That is how she is supposed to look. But I always love to have more Barbara Gordon stuff in my collection. I love Batgirl. I love Barbara Gordon. I love this pose. I love this base. It's very cool. I just wish that this... you know what? I could actually live with the boots and the gloves being black. That's okay. But I just wish that this emblem was gold. It's cool. The cape is gold. That is an absolute must. But this emblem here needs to be gold. With the cape, you know, and that would make this piece so much better. But still a nice piece. I still like the suit. I do like a lot of Sideshow's new premium formats, their new line. I really struggled with getting the Catwoman, but I just couldn't get over the pose. I just felt like the pose was too weird. But I do have Mr. Freeze on pre-order, and I do have Robin on pre-order. So when they get here, and they're gonna look great together. But yeah, let me get this in the Besta, and we'll see how she looks in the Besta. All right, there she is in the Besta. One thing that's kind of cool is that like her fingers are kind of spread apart right here. So if you want to like clip the cape in there, like she's holding on to the cape, you can do that, which I think is cool. It's a nice little touch that you can do. But yeah, she looks good. I really wanted to put Robin in here next to her, but I see now with the wingspan and everything, you know, or the cape span, I guess in this case. That might be an issue. I don't know if he's going to fit in there, which kind of worries me because I would really like for him to go in there. But I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, she looks great. It definitely looks good. Definitely looks good inside there. But yeah, my plan was to put Robin there next with her on the bottom. Maybe get Mr. Freeze in there, but I think he's going to be too big. But yeah, really happy with it. I think it looks great. I'm finally getting into more comic-y pieces. I did manage to get her head in there a little bit better. You really just gotta fight with this thing and play with it. There's still a little bit more give in there than I would like. I had to be very careful lifting it up because that head, it's just not in there as well. I think if the magnet was stronger, I don't think it would be as big of an issue, but the magnet feels, it's decent, but it's not like strong. You know, like on a Prime 1 piece, they're strong, and this is Sideshow, so they tend to be a little weaker with Sideshow. Yeah, looks good. But, yeah, I'm really hoping my Hush Ivy shows up soon. I've been saying that forever. I know with the coronavirus situation coming, I don't know what's coming. I have no idea. It should be Hush Ivy, but I don't know. Last night I just ordered the new Prime 1 Arkham Ivy, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have both. I don't even care because they're both flawless. But till then, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a better time getting that head into there than I did. You probably will. It's a beautiful piece. if you like Barbara Gordon Batgirl, if you like, you know, if you like this kind of dynamic pose, this is a really nice piece. I definitely recommend getting it. It's beautiful. But yeah, until next time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.